Hello, everyone, and welcome back. You're listening to Daily C1 English Vocabulary. Today, we have a special bonus episode.
We're going to focus on positive character traits, especially the ones that matter in communication and at work. And they can also be useful when presenting yourself in a job interview.
And we'll start with simpler, more familiar words, and then move on to slightly more advanced vocabulary. And don't worry if you don't remember every word right away. Subscribe to our channel, and you'll meet these words again in our future videos.
Let's start with traits that describe how we interact with other people. In other words, how friendly and approachable we are.
Let's begin with some simpler words.
Outgoing. That's someone open and sociable. She's so outgoing, she makes friends at every party.
Another similar word is extroverted. Extroverted is a person who gets energy from being around others and feels more alive in social settings.
And good-natured describes a warm, kind personality.
Tom, would you say you're good-natured?
Most of the time, but don't ask me on a Monday morning.
Haha, same for me.
Moving to a bit more advanced vocabulary. Affable. We can say affable for a person who is friendly and pleasant to talk to. Affable is more about someone's manner, the way they speak and make conversations pleasant. It's the kind of person who makes you feel comfortable right away, without any tension.
For example, our new manager was so affable. Even the interns felt relaxed around him.
Another example. She was affable and chatty, making the whole dinner more enjoyable.
Another useful word is personable. It means someone who is pleasant and attractive in the way they present themselves.
A personable person gives a positive impression right away. You just enjoy being around them.
For example, she's very personable, and clients appreciate working with her.
Or the candidate was personable and confident. That left a great impression at the interview.
And there's also the word genial. It describes someone warm and cheerful, a person who creates a welcoming atmosphere.
Genial people bring lightness into the room. They make the whole environment feel warm and friendly.
He greeted us with a genial smile that instantly lifted the mood.
You could also say our host was genial and entertaining. Everyone felt at home.
A similar word is amiable. This one highlights a person's kind and gentle nature.
An amiable person makes you feel at ease because they're so kind and easy to get along with.
For instance, she's such an amiable neighbor, always ready to help with a smile.
Another example, his amiable personality made teamwork much easier.
If we talk about a person who is thoughtful and respectful of other people's feelings, we can use the word considerate. A considerate person shows they care about others, not just themselves.
For example, she's always considerate, never interrupting others when they speak.
Or, our team leader is very considerate, making sure everyone's ideas are heard in meetings.
So affable, personable, and genial are more about manner and atmosphere. Amiable and considerate are more about character.
If we want to describe someone as easy to talk to, even if they're in a higher position, we can use the word approachable. Our professor was so approachable, students were never afraid to ask questions. Another example, the director was surprisingly approachable. He happily chatted with employees during lunch.
Let's move on to another group of traits, the ones connected with intellect and the way people think.
Right. These qualities can really help in study, at work, and when making good decisions.
Let's start with analytical. That's someone who breaks down information into parts and finds patterns.
Like the colleague who always finds the root of a problem in a messy report. Analytical people are great problem solvers.
For example, she has strong analytical skills and solves problems quickly.
And to be analytical, you often need to be curious too, always asking questions, wanting to explore.
Children are naturally curious and eager to discover new things.
Or a curious engineer who keeps asking why, until the system finally makes sense.
Then we have thoughtful and reflective. Both are about thinking, but in different ways.
Thoughtful means you take time before making a choice, like a thoughtful manager who considers how a decision will affect everyone.
Reflective is more about looking back and learning. For example, she wrote a reflective report after the project to see what could be improved.
So thoughtful before, reflective after.
Exactly. And rational ties it all together, staying logical, focusing on facts rather than emotions,
like keeping calm in a crisis instead of panicking.
or making a rational choice to compare offers before buying.
Sometimes it's not about logic, but about what you notice. That's where observant comes in.
Observant people pick up on small details, like spotting a typo in a contract.
Or noticing a colleague's mood change before they say a word.
Perceptive is close, but it goes deeper. It's not just details, it's understanding people and situations.
A perceptive manager senses team stress even before anyone complains.
And his perceptive comments showed he understood the issue deeply.
Insightful goes even further. It's about showing deep understanding, seeing the real meaning behind things.
Exactly. An insightful person notices connections others miss.
For example, her insightful question changed the direction of the discussion.
Or the professor's insightful lecture connected history with today's challenges. Now let's talk about decision-making. Two useful words here are prudent and judicious.
Prudent is about being cautious and avoiding unnecessary risks, making safe, sensible choices,
For example, it's prudent to check the contract carefully before you sign it.
or making a prudent decision to wait for more information before acting.
Judicious is different. It's about wisdom and balance, weighing all the options and thinking long-term.
His judicious approach to investment saved the company from financial ruin.
And she is judicious. She avoids hasty actions and considers the long-term effects.
So prudent is careful, judicious is wise.
Exactly. And astute adds another shade. It's about being quick and clever in spotting opportunities or risks.
For example, an astute investor spotted the trend early and made a profit.
Or an astute manager who identified a market gap and launched a successful new product.
So astute combines quick thinking with practical cleverness.
Finally, let's look at how people work.
Meticulous means paying attention to every tiny detail. The designer was meticulous about every line and color.
Or the accountant who's meticulous when checking the numbers.
Now let's talk about resourceful. Resourceful describes someone who can find clever and practical solutions, especially in difficult situations.
It's the quality of making the most of what you have, even when resources are limited.
For example, when the team lost internet during a presentation, she was resourceful and used her phone hotspot to keep it going.
Or think of a manager who finds a way to save a project, even with a very small budget.
So today we've looked at some great vocabulary for describing positive traits, from friendliness and communication to intelligence and problem solving.
These are the kinds of words that can really help you in conversations, at work, or when you need to present yourself in the best light at an interview.
Which of these words would you use to describe yourself? Let us know in the comments. And of course, keep practicing them in real sentences. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode.
Subscribe and see you tomorrow for more C1 words.